Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Silent Hill 2 commentary. So, we're going to be finishing up the most of the hospital in this part. So, we get done with the one major puzzle that the game kind of gives to you, and then we'll, next part, go to the boss of the area. So, there's that to look forward to, at least. But for now, we're still kind of skulking around and listening to things wriggle and jiggle about.
I swear, we're almost at the fireworks factory. Just a couple more miles.
I liked looking at his map where he has written in James has written in the corner, nurses, doctors, and they're crossed out. But then he has trees on the bottom. It's just like things that I expect to see at a hospital. Nurses, no. Doctors, no. Trees, yeah, trees are at hospitals. Why did he write trees? Somebody answer this.
That was part of the first puzzle of the hospital, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hate that there's an actual reason. I just like the idea that James is like some sort of moron. And he's just writing down random words for no reason.
I mean, you brought up the Family Feud thing earlier, so...
What Family Feud?
Oh, the things you expect to see at hospitals: nurses, doctors, trees.
Yeah, it'd be like, this is Steve Harvey would be like, show me trees, and it's number 2, and he's like, oh.
I will say the game shows later, though.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, God. Well, I'm sure this is one of those we'll know when we know kind of situation.
Oh, trust me, you will know when we get to it.
Are you telling me I should play the game for myself?
It is a good game, so.
Now I'm imagining Family Feud, Redfield family versus Ashford family.
Yeah, Ashford select trees. Steve Harvey's just like looking at them while they make that little noise.
I mean, obviously the Ashfords don't need the brand new car, and they've got like they're rich, right? They made the Umbrella Corporation or some shit.
Umbrella goes back further than the Ashfords. I think they were progenitors of them. I don't remember.
But then, weren't they also like an ancient castle thing?
Why are we
in
talking
RE8?
Resident Evil when Lewis is not here?
Because you guys know Resident Evil.
I do, but I don't pay attention to all the bits of like continuity and lore. That's more of Lewis's alley.
It's been like 20 years since I played Code Veronica, so I don't remember.
Oh, they'll do Resident Evil Remake Code Veronica. Honestly, probably never. Actually, I'm not going to.
I've been hearing rumors for years that Code Veronica and Zero are next up in the remake docket. Although I hear they're also thinking of remaking Remake. I'm not kidding.
I laugh. That's actually not too infeasible. Because you have to remember, the time gap between the original game and Remake was like, what, 5 years or something?
Yeah, 6 years. It's like 6 years.
6 years, yeah. And the time gap between Remake and now is like 20-something.
20 years.
Over 20-something years, yeah.
So the game probably could be modernized. I don't know if people if it will be better, because Resident Evil Remake is often considered, I'd say, like one of the paragons of the survival horror genre. Like, whenever I hear people talk about survival horror games, the Resident Evil 1 Remake is often considered among the best in that genre. If we're talking about like horror games where you're meant to be scared, not like often if people are talking about what's the best horror game, they'll be like Resident Evil 4. I'll be like, okay, that tells
me you've never played any actual horror.
Yeah, that's an action game, but you know, like it's good, so I understand why you like it so much, kind of deal. You keep opening up those first aid boxes, and you never find health in them. I'm just expecting you to find ammo in one at some point, just as like a deliberate, like middle finger to the U.S. healthcare system. Where it's far easier to afford and get a gun, something that can kill people than
find a bullet, and I just know that everything's going to be all right.
Listen, this mannequin's just trying to take a shower, and you're in there ruining its day. You know?
I don't know. Would you want to shower?
I'll shower you.
Listen, if it wants to shower in there, let it mind its own goddamn business. You know? Actually, from what as a mostly outsider, I feel like in the old Resident Evil games, many of the zombies aren't as aggressive as these guys. Like, I feel like a lot of zombies in Resident Evil just kind of stand around And if you don't get, like...
Yeah, they're zombies.
I know, but maybe, maybe it's just like a trick of the level design. Because, now, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like in Resident Evil, the areas are more open a lot of the time. So, like, you can just...
That depends on what Resident Evil you're playing. Because Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 especially are very claustrophobic.
Okay, then maybe I'm talking out of my ass. I'm not the expert here. But I felt like from footage I've watched of Resident Evil, you could just walk around zombies or ignore them a lot more easily. Versus when Ryan's been playing, whenever he's coming up with an enemy, like, he basically just has to deal with it. Otherwise, he'll die. Like, he needs to get past
It's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say because I don't play these games, so I don't know what are enemies you should be just ignoring if you don't have to engage them, and Ryan just being bloodthirsty.
This game is particularly loop happy to make sure you do have to run into enemies multiple times.
I see. Okay.
So it is in your best interest to take care of them when you can. That's not every encounter, obviously. There are going to be some places where you just go once, get a key, and then leave. So,
but if you're going through an area 2, 3, 4 times, then it's often safer to
just
fight
deal
it
with
once.
them,
Yeah. How did you know that was down there?
Because it was an interactable, obviously. And James noted it on the map.
Okay.
So.
True. Okay.
Go back the way I came. But we'll do some exploring first instead of using the maintenance key, because here's something down here.
Why do video game flashlights always suck ass? Like...
I mean, flashlights kind of suck ass in general.
Yeah, but, like, even the flashlight on my phone is probably brighter than this.
Reminder, this game takes place in, like, 2001.
Yeah, but flashlights have been a thing for the last several decades.
I meant compared to your phone's flashlight.
Yeah, but, like... like when you think about like a 90s flashlight or like probably earlier, you think of like that big hulking black heavy thing that could kill somebody, those things were pretty damn bright. Like those are probably brighter than my phone. And it's just like, I don't know why horror game protagonists always at the cheap out on the flashlights,
To be fair to James on that point, he did find this in the middle of the apartments and didn't bring one with him.
Oh, well, that's point number one, where you're going to abandoned town searching for somebody, like, and he gets there at like 4:00 in the afternoon. Maybe you think about bringing a flashlight with you.
He didn't know it was abandoned.
Why wouldn't he know it? Oh, I often forget when we're dealing with stuff like this, where in 2001, people didn't know everything about everyone everywhere. Like, you couldn't just Google Silent Hill and then find an article where it's just like, oh, turns out Silent Hill's fucked up now. If they inevitably make a Silent Hill set in 2024 or whatever, then they'll have to explain why somebody would go to Silent Hill when it's very clearly, I can't read the menu, Ryan. I want to know what disgusting, awful hospital food these people have to eat.
Well, here's someone trying to sell me something.
What SpongeBob episode is that?
I think that's the hall monitor one.
Okay, because my favorite part of that joke is just that there are random, like, traveling salesmen hiding in a bush.
She was onto us.
You see, that's also, like, a thing that people don't get anymore, because since there's the internet now, you don't have to deal with people walking to your door and trying to sell you shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because nowadays you're more likely to just have folks knocking on your door to make sure, just to remind you to vote.
That's what I get every year or two.
I do get the occasional, have you heard the good word of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? And I tell them,
Mormons.
I tell them, I'm not religious, please go away. Is what I...
No, you get the spray bottle. You just squirt.
Like a cat? Like they're a cat?
Yeah, like they're a cat. Yeah, exactly. like, hey, not the water again.
Unfortunately, John, Catholics spray water on themselves willingly, so it doesn't work on them.
I trained my entire life for this, just so you could solicit something on my front door.
If you've ever, so growing up Catholic, you deal with a lot of these sorts of things. During like Easter season-ish, I want to say, like the priest will go down the aisles, and he's got like a thingy in his hand. I don't know what it's called, but it's got holy water on it, and he just like shakes it, like he's shaking out like a towel, and it just like sprays everybody, and I'm just like minding my own business, and then suddenly
I think he's marking his territory.
Oh god. I mean, kinda. Like, it's supposed to be like, the Lord is with you some shit. But when you think about it in the context of the Lord just pissed on you, it's a little bit less, comforting and a little bit more ew. Thanks, God, I guess. Does, like, running draw more enemies to you in this game or anything like that?
It does make more noise, yes.
Okay. Because I know that's a big thing in some games where it's just like you make the tiniest bit of noise and then you suddenly set off a big fucking I'm right here light.
It's not like, oh, they can hear you from the next room, but if you're running around in a room with them, they will notice you faster.
Okay.
Is that James?
Yep, I already broke it. Just reach in and grab the bracelet. Thank you.
And you have to find 3 of these doohickeys in order to
solve the puzzle, yes.
Yeah.
So that means we'll be carrying around the radiograph with us for the rest of the game, because I didn't need it for the one puzzle.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Mine now.
It
Yes.
doesn't know to leave?
He doesn't know to leave it, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I do find it funny, though. That happens in a lot of games, like especially RPGs, where you'll just have useless key items clogging up your inventory. I think it's Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. They like need to get an orb, like so that they can summon Groudon or Kyogre or some shit. You only have this orb in your inventory for one like cutscene, because you get it and then you talk to somebody and then the bad guys show up and then they take it from you. So, like, it's technically in your inventory in that time, and they have like descriptions for it and stuff, but you never see it. Like, you never have the time to look into your inventory and see all the data about that item. And the fun thing about that is that this useless item that gets carried in your data for all of a second, because Pokemon is the way it is, and Game Freak just needs to fucking, I don't know, make more work for themselves. This item's data is technically in every Pokemon game since, or at least the next handful of Pokemon games after that. I just find that very amusing. I don't know why, but that hand moving on its own is one of the most unsettling things I've seen this whole game.
Like, what is that hand made of? Is that a corpse hand?
Yeah.
Is that Fred's hand?
Do you remember what, like, is the logic behind the numbers you choose for that and, like, which order it is?
There are outlines you can check, and the notes on the side give you hints.
Oh, okay. And there's horoscope stuff here, I'm sure has something to do with the different puzzle later.
It has to do with the puzzle right here, yeah.
Okay.
Because we can't do it without the missing key, which we got from the door that opened with the key we just got. So now we have to press the 6 correct ones, which I believe I messed up on the first try because I wrote down the wrong hint.
Oh, God. These are all... I know that the one on the right's Mars, I think.
Yeah, these are all... Is it celestial or zodiac?
Astrological signs.
Yeah. Astrology.
They're Sailor Scouts. Sailor Mars is a Sailor Scout.
That one is... the one on the very right is Sailor Male.
I think there's Sailor Triforce in the middle.
Yeah. Sailor Female with devil horns next to Sailor Male.
Sailor number 4.
TV dinner tray. Sailor Illuminati. Sailor Bullseye. Sailor Crescent. I know you say Sailor Moon, but that moon is backwards.
No, there's...
Sailor Chair.
Moons go both ways, John.
Oh, that's good for them.
Oh my god. I mean, I've watched that show. You're not wrong.
Cousins.
Oh god, I can't wait for Lewis to come back.
We'll see you in the next part of Silent Hill 2. Well, Lewis will definitely be back by that point. So see you guys all later. Bye.